Hiya. It's Monday morning and I normally go to Slimming World to weigh in on this morning, but I'm changing now to Wednesday evening. So I've dropped the kids off to school and I've dropped some stuff to the library, and then I've come home to have some breakfast before I go running. So I'm feeling like a little bit weird because I haven't weighed in. There's a bit of me thinking, "Oh, you're not going to Slimming World anymore? What's going on?" So it's only wait till Wednesday, and I think I'll appreciate being able to go out of the house on a Wednesday evening. Obviously, I'll go out during the week anyway because I go to work. But I think it would be quite nice to do something. It'd be nice to stay to group because I haven't stayed to group for a little while on the Monday, because I usually go and get weighed in and then have a little chat and then come away because I would like to go for a run and have some cooked breakfast and stuff like that. And if I stay, I'm not back till 12, and then that kind of eats into the rest of the day off. So I think it would be good to move it to Wednesday evening. But it feels a little bit weird. But I'm having some breakfast now, and I'm having porridge, 40 grams of porridge. I'm having 5 grams of this, which is 1.5 sins. It's milled linseed with sesame, cranberry and blueberry. And then I'm having 2.5 sins of sultanas, which is 15 grams. So that's 4 sins and 1 healthy extra. And I also chopped some pear into that as well. And I'm going to top it up with some more almond milk, and then I'm going to eat it. Yeah, I've made it with almond milk. So yeah, I'm just going to top that up. This almond milk, I can have 750 mils of that almond milk. It's quite good apparently because vitamin B12 is something that is water soluble, but it can be stored in the liver. So you don't need a tremendous amount of it, but it's quite tricky to get from sources other than kind of meat sources and dairy sources. So this is fortified with B12, B2, B12 and D2. I'll start myself a little mini project. I like a little mini project, and my little project is I've got this little book that I found the other day, a little kind of project book, and I'm going to do about vitamins and minerals. So got a list here of the essential vitamins and minerals that we need, amino acids, fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, and different types of things. And I just thought I'd work my way through them, and just to figure out what different foods I eat to provide what different things. I'm trying to do the whole vegan and stuff like that, so I'm a bit aware that there's certain foods that I might have to be a bit more aware of to make sure I'm eating. But the B12 is so I thought B12 only came from animal products, but it's actually B12 is actually produced by a microorganism that exists in kind of the gut bacteria of cows and things like that. We don't have it in our body, so it doesn't naturally produce B12, so we can't, we have to get it from other sources, which is why when we eat animal products it's usually there. But it's not the animal that it's producing it, which means it's there, it's the microorganism. So the B12 from in almond milk is produced separately by a microorganism, and then it's added to this. I haven't done I'd like to do in my project some research into what all of the vitamins and such they do, and the kind of why they're useful to have. So yeah, I'll probably be talking more about that as I go along, just because I'm an obsessive character and I may as well use that to my own advantage. So yeah, I'm going to go and sit down and have my breakfast. I've got a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk, and I'll eat my porridge. See you in a bit, guys. Lots of love. Bye. So I've got Sainsbury's Cumberland style meat-free sausages, 1 sin each. There's 3 sins there, so 7 sins in total so far today. Half a healthy extra bee on some wholemeal bread toast. So that's 1.5 healthy extra bees so far today. I've got sauteed new potatoes, and I've got mushrooms, and I've got tomatoes, and I shall also have some gherkins and salt and pepper and vinegar. Hiya, so I am basically at the kids are just having their tea. They're having some waffles, pizza and satsumas and just like a little plate of that. Now I am upstairs. I'm going to run a bath. It's 6 o'clock. So Benji's had his dance class. Then I left his shoe accidentally at the dance class, so I dropped him off here and then nipped back to find his shoe. And then that's all done. My partner put them some tea on. So it's 6 o'clock when they should really be in a bath, but they're eating their tea. So I'm going to run a bath, but I'm also going to come away because there's pizza and the waffles there. And I'm just going to basically now I've had a couple of grapes, I've had a pint of water, and I'm just going to sit and eat this apple while the bath's running, just out of the situation just for a little bit, give myself some space while their feed. If they've got any leftovers you see on their plates, I might try and eat some. So I'm just going to come away from it for a little bit while I can. My partner's just downstairs with them. So yeah, I'm going to go and eat my apple. See you in a bit. Hiya, so the kids are in bed. It's Monday. I now need to make chili cannelloni for tomorrow, chili for Tuesday and Friday. It's really important I do it today because it helps me so much for the rest of the week. So I am going to do it, but I am really shattered. I'm really just reading the kids their stories and just starting to drop off. So basically I've had a couple of cat naps during the bedtime routine. So I now am going to just going to be a little bit aware of me trying to bolster eat. So what I'm going to do is usually on this evening one I do like a batch of chips. Then I have my chips and my gherkins and tomatoes, which is a very nice simple meal that is very filling and comforting, but is all totally utterly on plan and a great way of having the speed food of gherkins and tomatoes. What I'm going to do before I start cooking, I'm going to have a banana, and I'm going to have some grapes, and I'm going to make myself a hot drink, and the hot drink will be sat there while I'm making the food. I'll probably have 2 hot drinks, decaffeinated coffee with almond milk over that time. I'm also going to find a film to watch on, so we have Amazon Prime, so sometimes there's films on there. I don't really like watching films because I kind of don't know what to expect, and I'm a bit like, I don't want to waste an hour and a half of my life if I'm going to watch something I'm not really keen on and all that kind of stuff. So, but sometimes there's good ones like sci-fi ones and kind of adventure ones, so I tend to watch those. So I'll have a quick look, and it's quite useful to have something to watch that's about 2 hours long, because it just kind of draws you in, you're plodding along and doing what you need to do while that's happening. So what I first need to do is put the washing on so that that's done, but it's only about I'll just check see what the time is quickly. It's only about 20 past 8, so realistically I could probably be in bed by 11, but about sort of 2.5 hours away or so, something like that. So I'm going to aim for that, and that's all right for me. 11 o'clock. Up again at about 6:30, 7, so it's kind of sort of 7.5 to 8 hours sleep, which is, you know, that's perfectly doable. And then I'll sort of try and get a few more earlier nights where I'm in bed by 10 during the week. But yeah, just got to watch it because there's a likeliness that I'll want to bowls to eat. So yeah, I'm going to do banana, grapes, hot drink, and then if I eat anything it will just be fruit, but because I'll be just watching a film I probably won't video it. But and if I do eat anything as well, it might be some occasional Slimming World chips, but it's likely I'll probably just sit down and eat those, and I'll video that when I sit down and eat them because that'll be the other end. Okay, I'm going to do it, put my apron on and I'm ready to go. See you in a bit. Yeah, so I'm at the far end of it all. It's 10:30 now. So yeah, the washing's been done, made the chilli. I've decided I'm going to spend the extra 30p and have 5 frozen onions. It took a bit ages cutting the onions up. I've got some frozen now in the freezer, but it's not that much more to get frozen onions, and I think it's going to be worth it. So I've got the chilies in there cooking, sort of low heat. Oh, that's a good job I checked. I've actually turned that off. It's been automatic, so I'm just going to put that on a low heat so that it can simmer. I've got cannelloni in there with some tray of chips, and that will be there for tomorrow. I've got a few little extra chips in there that I'll add to two little trays. Just got to do a bit of washing up after I've eaten my meal to wash up these little chaps ready for tomorrow. I'll just have a little clear of the decks. It shouldn't be too much because it looks worse than it is, so it should only be 15 minutes or so. I've got this again, got kind of gherkins, tomatoes and chips, so it's quite a simple little meal. And I'm just going to sit down now and yeah, eat some dinner. See you in a bit. Hello, I'm now just going to have a Braeburn apple.